First and foremost, thank everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, this is college signing number 4 for Weslaco High School. But the best part about it is this is the college signing for one of our softball studs. And as you guys know, the quarterback of the team, the one that has the most pressure, the one that says, you know what, the one that gets to field the softball every single pitch, the one that has the whole town is like, throw a strike, throw a strike. And I'm going to tell you one thing, it is the hardest thing to do. The pressure's on some of the teams that we have played. But then again, it couldn't happen to a more humble person. I don't even think she ever gets mad. I would never even see her smile. She would strike out the side, and it was just like, that's what I'm supposed to do. Let's go. You know, where's my bag? But that's the way she's always been from her being at the junior high to now. And you guys know her. Look at this. We're missing a lot of stuff. Medals. That's not her. That's not her. If it was up to her, she probably says, you know what, coach, just let me sign the thing and just leave me alone. But no, we can't, because she's the superstar, you know, and I'm going to say that. And I'm going to talk really, really good about you, because you are one person that I hope not only the female athletes, but the male athletes, I wish they had your persona. I wish they had how cool, calm, and collected you are every single time. Man, to be calm, to win the state championship, everybody's throwing their, and she's just like a good smile. And hey, we want it. Maddie, you just finished winning the whole thing. She's like, yeah, all right, let's go. You know, and you've seen others, but you know what? That's the way she is. That's who she is. And please don't change. You be you. You be you. Be humbled. I wish all of our kids were humbled, especially the football players. But you are just super, super humble. And Division I, guys, Division I. It takes less than 5% of our college athletes to play at the next level. 5%. It's less than 1% when you get a Valley athlete to play at a Division I school. Okay, at a Division I school. So it's going to be great. We're super, super proud of you. Continue to make us proud. And the best part about it is it's close. So mom, dad, friends, myself, Coach Fred, our principal will be able to go out there and see you, hopefully, pitch out there. So a big round of applause for Maddie, please. Ms. Gonzalez, are you ready? At this time, we're going to have Maddie's counselor come up and say a few words. There you go. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today to celebrate a truly special accomplishment. Today, we recognize Madelynn, who is signing to play softball at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi, while graduating at the top of her class with a 4.0 GPA. Madelynn pursued advanced coursework, and she is a candidate to receive an endorsement in public service along with a CNA certification. What stands out most is her hard work ethic, and discipline. Madelynn balanced demanding academics with a commitment of a high-level athlete, demonstrating maturity, focus, and determination every single day. She is self-driven, intelligent, independent, and a well-rounded young lady, to say the least. On behalf of the counseling department, congratulations on this incredible achievement. We are so proud of you and excited to see all you accomplish as an Islander. Thank you to you and your family, and God bless you always.
Very well said, you know, and you hit the nail right on the head. Something, if I may add, being a coach's kid, a lot of pressure. You know, it's a lot of pressure because of what people might say, what people might think. Oh, the only reason that she's playing is because it's the coach's kid. A lot of that, and I think you handled that really, really nice. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot. I'm pretty sure your dad, your parents, your family, yourself, you would probably hear some of that growing up, but you handled that awesome. And it only made you, you know, the person that you are today. So with that being said, our next speaker, our high school principal, Mr. Enrique Ornelas. Mr. Ornelas?
Thank you very much, Coach Stroman. Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, Maddie, you made it. You made it. It's just amazing, amazing to see you at this stage right here. Okay, 1%. Just like Coach just announced, go and pitch at a Division I school. What an amazing accomplishment. I have had, but then again, I think I know where her dreams come from. I have had the opportunity of working very close by Mr. Cantu, her dad, for about 5 years at Central, and we would always talk about this moment. We would always talk when this moment would get here, right? And he was always dreaming, and here it is. You have it. We are sitting at a stage right now that your parents were at one time dreaming about, and now it became a reality because of your hard work and dedication. And the parents, we all know the sacrifice that it takes for her to be here. And not only that, but to do that sacrifice with love. And I'm going to share a real quick story with you. He was always, of course, Mr. Cantu, being part of our administrative team back there at Central. We would always start by talking about, okay, what do you all do for vacations, right? Oh, well, Mr. Onella, we went to Vegas. Oh, we went to Disney. Oh, and Mr. Cantu, oh, I went to take my daughter play. It was always with that enjoyment that he would see it, and it was a sacrifice, a parent's sacrifice to be there and to do it with love, right? And now you see Mr. Cantu, Mrs. Cantu. Now you all see the what all of that sacrifice comes out to. Okay, so again, Miss Maddie, congratulations for making it. You're definitely an example for all of our youth out there. Like I mentioned in our previous one, what you all accomplished 2 years ago has just done a tremendous boost to our. You have put us out there in the map. Thanks to you guys. Thanks for what your accomplishment. And for now, again, that 1 year, like I mentioned, we had over 100 kids. I remember at Central just signing in for softball the following year. It was just an amazing accomplishment that you all did, and not only that, but what you all did for our community. And for that, we're very thankful for you, parents, for you all. We all know the sacrifices that you all do to be here where we at, which was at one time a dream. Now it has become true. Congratulations, Maddie. Congratulations, parents. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I don't know if you guys know this, but our next speaker used to be a head softball coach. Our athletic director, Mr. Desi Freddy Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. So the longest conversation I had with Maddie was at Raising Cane's, right? We were Raising Cane's, and she came up to me and she goes, "Why can't we have Raising Cane's after games?" I go, "You have it, you got it. The state champion wants it. You get whatever you want," right? So that's been the only conversation I've had. But Maddie and Mr. and Mrs. Cantu, congratulations. So if we talk about the profile of a WISD athlete, right? Things that if we were to put together a human being, what would they look for as far as representing Weslaco? So first, they must excel in their sport, right? Don't back down from competition. Doesn't matter ranked in the state or the historic programs they have. We just don't back down. Also, has to be a great student in the classroom, right? We want our athletes to be great students and members of the community, right? That's part of the trait that we want. Number 2, be selfless. Be selfless and be humble. And Maddie, that's what you are. And another one is be a good teammate, right? Be a great teammate. When somebody does something great, be the first one to go recognize them. But at the same time, when things don't go their way, be there to pick them up, right? That's another trait that we want. And the most important one is have courage. Have courage to lead. And leaders is not defined as being loud or being the first one in line or having the spotlight. Lead is leading by example, all right? And Maddie and Mr. and Mrs. Cantu, if you put all those traits together, we created Maddie, all right? That's what Maddie is. The profile of a WISD athlete, that's what we want. And she is the quietest person in the team, maybe the school, but her actions are the loudest, where everybody can hear and see. So, Maddie, enjoy your senior year. Mr. and Mrs. Cantu, congratulations. Be proud, because I know I am. Enjoy it, and I'll be looking forward to watching you play. Congratulations.
Great job. I've said this before, 2 catchers playing at the next level, the first baseman, the second baseman, the shortstop, the third base, left fielder, center fielder, and that's because the right fielder, they wanted her at TAMU, a couple of bench players. Amazing. I don't think that's ever happened in any sport. And a lot of that success goes on to our next speaker, the head coach, Mr. Mario Rodriguez.
I wrote some things down. There's a lot of awards that Maddie has received, and these are the ones I wrote them down because I don't think I can remember all of them. But today we're here to celebrate Maddie and the journey that has helped define one of the most successful eras in Weslaco High School softball history. Maddie is a 4-year varsity letterman and a 4-year starter. And what she has accomplished during her time on the varsity is nothing short of remarkable. Her freshman year in 2023, Maddie made an immediate impact. She was the 32 6A Flex Player of the Year. She was an all-academic, all-district. Our overall record was 25-15. We were by-district and area champions and regional quarterfinalists. Her sophomore year in 2024, this was the season for the history books. Maddie was a 32 6A Defensive Player of the Year, All-Valley Softball Player of the Year, All-Academic, All-District, UIL Softball State All-Tournament Team Pitcher, Texas Girls Coach Association Softball All-State 6A Team, Texas Sports Writers Association 6A Player of the Year and First Team Pitcher, Max Prep Underclassmen All-American First Team. Our overall record was 37-6. We were district, by-district, area, regional quarterfinals, regional semifinals, regional champions, and state semifinal champions, and 6A state champions. Told you I couldn't remember all that. Her junior year, 2025, Maddie continued to lead and elevate this program. She was a 31 6A MVP, all-academic, all-district, the Monitor All-Area Player of the Year, Texas Sports Writer Association 6A All-State Honorable Mention Pitcher, Texas Girls Coaching Association Softball All-State 6A Team. Our overall record was 21-12. We were district and by-district champions and area finalists. Awards and records tell part of the story, but they don't tell you who Maddie really is. I remember watching her warm up during the 8th grade year, 2022, while our varsity team was taking batting practice. That year, the varsity group got to the 5th round of the playoffs, one step away from the state tournament, and I remember wondering if Maddie had what it takes to be successful at the high school level. I think she answered that question pretty clearly. Pitching is different. It's demanding, unforgiving, and requires an incredible investment of time and discipline. You don't succeed at this position unless you truly love the work. From the very beginning of her freshman year, Maddie was giving the ball. And as the season went on, she kept getting better, and we kept learning more about who she really was. Her sophomore year, of course, everyone remembers the state championship season. But if you ask me what game defines Maddie, it's the state semifinal against Den Geyer, the number 1 team in the state. That game went 13 innings. She threw 178 pitches, 119 for strikes, and faced 57 batters. And not once did she tell me that she had had enough. The game didn't just prove how talented she was, it proved how tough she really is. Over the past 3 seasons, Maddie has been at the center of 83 wins, 20 playoff victories, and a state championship run. She is the most decorated player to come through this program. And you will never know it because of her humility and the way she carries herself. Her success isn't accidental. It's built on grit, consistency, and an unwavering competitive spirit. Her calm pressure and ice water that runs through her veins makes her incredibly difficult to beat and an even better teammate. I also want to take this moment to thank Maddie's parents. Your support sacrifice, and belief in her have made this journey possible. From long road trips to countless hours at the field, this doesn't happen without you. Thank you for trusting us with her. Maddie, when your high school career is complete, you'll be remembered as being part of one of the most dominant era this program has ever seen. But most importantly, you'll be remembered for the person you became and the impact you had on everyone around you. On behalf of the coaching staff and myself, thank you for everything you've given to Weslaco High School softball. We are incredibly proud of you. We can't wait to see you take the next step in your journey as you continue your career with the Corpus Christi Islanders. Keep running your race, stay true to who you are, and let's finish your senior year strong, because our time is now.
That's a lot of stats. 89 wins, state championship, but that is not her greatest achievement. Her greatest, I had to say something. Before I give it to mom and dad, her greatest achievement is Ali here? Come here, Ali. Come here, Ali. Come here, Ali. What is Maddie's greatest achievement?
Last week, Maddie touched her toe.
Thank you, Ali. Whenever she would stretch, she'd be like right here. And Ali worked with her. Ali is she's huge with the softball program. Ali is right there with you. I mean, I consider her a coach. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but it had to be from here to now. I can't even talk. You can do it. And she was amazed. She goes, Coach, go watch. So when I saw her, I'm like, you know what? That's the greatest achievement. So now with the flexibility, maybe you'll be able to throw now more games. But for the most part, at this time, Mom, Dad's going to say a few words.
I'm going to stand up because someone told me if you stand up, you won't cry. So, it better be true. Or you want to talk? Do you want to talk? Okay. I didn't know what to do here in signing, so I took I took out the YouTubes, look for like what are you doing in signings, and I saw all kinds. I was telling Coach Stroman right now that I looked at so many signings from Weslaco, and I didn't get anything out of it. Okay, because all of them were different. All of them were different, and I saw Freddie. Freddie used to be a bodybuilder out there. Stroman still looks the same. He might be a vampire. Ornelas, I don't know. Ornelas. You still look the same, Ornelas. You still look the same. But I guess from what I got out of all that is you brag about your child. So I'm not going to cry. I never brag about her, except with Derek. But I wrote some stuff for her. 2 pages, Maddie. 2 pages. First and foremost, I want to thank God for making this moment possible. I also want to thank everybody here for your support. It truly means a lot for our family. So there's a bond that's created when a daughter tells her dad she wants to play a sport. Okay, Maddie told me she wanted to play softball. All of a sudden, I became an expert at softball. I'm like, I didn't know a lick about softball, but YouTube was there. So I started looking at YouTube because I didn't want to disappoint her. Okay, the bond created a connection built on early mornings, late practices, and pitching practices where goals are set and met. And as a dad, nothing made me feel prouder than watching Maddie grow into an incredible young athlete through that journey. If you don't know who Maddie is, let me tell you who she is. I know she's quiet, very reserved, but this girl has something in her that as a dad, I couldn't be prouder. There's a ton of moments that I could share, but let me just share a couple of snips that represent her. And I thought of a lot of them, and I'll just share two of them. I think back when Maddie was in 7th grade during the COVID years, when everybody was learning from home. Everyone had to be on their computer with a camera on. Okay. So one early morning around 7:30 in the morning, I got a text from Coach Martinez, and it said, "Tom!" exclamation point, exclamation point. And at that point, I'm like, I see the text. Oh, I'm in trouble. I forgot to do something at school. And I didn't want to answer it because it was going to be bad news. But I replied, "What's up?" And all she texted back was, "Maddie!" exclamation point, exclamation point. And I was working from home because my wife had COVID for the 3rd time. And they tell you work from home. And I see Maddie in the dining room doing her polymetrics, going all out. And I'm looking at her like, she's doing something wrong. So I replied with a question mark, like, what's wrong? And Coach Martinez replied something like this. "She's unbelievable. She's doing the workout. I told the class that they could take it easy today. Either catch up on homework or do the morning workout." So everybody started turning off their cameras. So I go and get something from the back. And when I get back to my computer, the only one on the screen is Maddie. Everyone else chose to do their homework. But Maddie, she's going full blast on the workout, giving everything she has. So I replied, "Oh," I'm like, I'm not in trouble. When Maddie finished her workout, I told her, "Hey, you had the option of doing your homework instead, right?" And she looked at me all sweaty, calm, and confident. And she said, "I know, Dad." I'm not going to cry. My heart turned into a fist and went, "Atta girl. Atta girl." That's who she is. That's who she's been, and that's who she'll continue to be. She didn't take the easy way out. She's a young teenager with drive, discipline, and the kind of heart you can't teach. Another time during her freshman year, heading into her sophomore, we're driving to Edcout for a fall game, and those games don't count. It's a fall game. I'm like, Maddie's on her Chromebook, working on her homework. It's not a huge game, but I'm in full dad coach mode anyway, because I was a coach, because they can't coach during fall. And I'm trying to think of the perfect motivational speech, because every dad thinks he is the missing piece to his daughter's success. When we arrived, I told her, "Hey, put the Chromebook away. Homework is not important right now." I told her, "Look, this team we're facing is very good. Their leadoff can hit bombs. Half their lineup is dangerous. You need to keep them off balance. Throw your screwball when they're late. Blah, 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 blah." You understand what I'm saying? And Maddie says, "Yes." And I'm like, and of course I said, no, I was already hyped up. Like, "No, Maddie, you need to elaborate. Just give me a yes or okay answer. Don't just give me that." And she looks at me and says, "Dad, relax. We're going to win. Those girls from Edcout are probably just as worried as you are." I'm like, "How many innings am I going to pitch? 4? Well, I'll probably have 5 strikeouts by then. Just relax." After the game, we get back in the truck. She gets on the computer, and we're driving, and it's all quiet until she says, "Told you. Told you." She struck out everyone but one. And I said, "Oh, okay, Maddie, I'll never be stressed out again." Every game I'm stressed out, guys. I don't know. You just don't want to see your daughter struggle out there. And today, as she signs that paper, I step back and reflect on all those moments. I reflected a lot. I mean, like, I asked myself, how did she get here? And all I can come up with is she flat out showed up. She showed up to practice. She showed up to morning workouts. She showed up to summer drills. She showed up to the championship run. She showed up, and everything was done with heart. That's why I know she's going to be successful in everything she does. She shows up. But she didn't show up alone. She had coaches who draped her, pushed her, and gave her that extra nudge to succeed. Her coaches from early years, Scott Amdahl from Sparks. Scott works with the district. Elio Longoria and Frank Morales from Wave. Side note on Scott, for parents that have pitchers out there, he knows quite a bit about pitching. I learned a lot from him and the world of pitching. He's another YouTuber. Like, he learned everything from YouTube. So, Maddie had Joey and Julia from Force setting the foundation for an athlete to grow. Because if that foundation is not set, the athlete crumbles and you begin to crumble. You have to have that foundation. She had dogs creating a year's worth of workouts leading up to the championship. She had Coach Knipe, Joe, Sal, Alex, 30 years of coaching experience. I remember her going to them the first time, and he just puts Maddie out there against the heavy hitters from the Valley. I mean, Lily Rocha, Katia Reyes, the Escamilla girls. They were hitting off of Maddie and Maddie's pitching. And he didn't want 3 outs. He wanted 9 outs. I'm like, and you had to get all 9 outs before coming out. My stress level is at an all-time high during that time. I'm telling all the parents, 9 outs? Like, no, 3 outs and you're out. Like, no, it had to be 9 outs. My stress level was up there. And guess what Maddie did? She showed up, got all 9 outs, no runs. Okay. Thank you, Coach Kevin, Joe, Alex, Sal, for continuing to keep that high level of competition going. I really appreciate that. She had Coach David. David's right here. Setting big goals for her freshman year. He never told us what that goal was. Well, never told me. I don't know if Maddie knows. But I'm pretty sure winning the championship took care of it. Whatever the plan was, I think she completed the assignment. And side note on David, he was a pitching coach for a national champ and a state champ. So there you go, David. Then there's Coach Rick, who confidently told her she was going to hit 5 bombs her freshman year and 7 as a sophomore. I don't know if Rick is here, but I know Rick. I know it wasn't your fault. It was Rod's. Everything is Rod's fault. Okay, when everything goes down, it's Rod's fault. She had Coach Ale pushing her back down. Trying to turn her into a human rubber band. But she finally touched her toes. Right, Maddie? Can you touch them right now? She had Coach Morales hitting her in the thigh with grounders in fielding practice. And forever changing where Maddie stands during those drills. Now she has to stand on the side. Instead of come on, that's embarrassing. But that's trauma Maddie didn't forget. And then there's Coach Dan over there, scouting every opponent Maddie faces so she knows exactly what to throw and how to shut them down. And a side note on him, rumor has it the man has a binder this thick, like this thick. Someone told me, on every player out there and their parents. Okay? And I believe it because just last year, I don't know if Hector's here. Hector wanted to hit off of Maddie during live pitching. And he's out there, and I see Dan taking notes on Hector. Like, if just in case Maddie ever faces Hector, like Hector, Claudia's dad. And finally, we have Hall of Fame Coach Rod. When she came into the softball program, Coach Rod, we were expecting Davy Light or Davy Dark. somewhere to get her feet wet. But Coach Rod saw something different. He gave her confidence. He gave her belief. He put her up there with the big dogs. That's when my stress level, it was way up here. I mean, my wife never stressed. I always stressed. I mean, thank you, Coach Rod. There's a whole bunch of coaches who helped her, who helped build who she is. As we do in Weslaco, we build to win. Maddie was built to win. Thank you, coaches. Then we have her previous and present teammates. They played a huge, huge part. And I'm just going to talk about the previous teammates because we still have these teammates right here. Big shout out to Romy for spending 2 years worth of Mondays catching for her at David's. I saw how much she wanted it just as much as she did. I know David still misses Romy. And to the old senior gang, we still call them the senior gang. Okay? Us parents, we call them the senior gang. Lexi, Daisy, Lola, Emma, Craig, Alexis, Kira, Miranda, Lauren, Kalisa, and Mia Rod. Sorry. Maddie brought home great stories on all you guys. It was all good. Okay, good stories. And me and my wife just couldn't help but laugh. I could go on and on with these stories of how you impacted her, and especially Mia Rod. I still remember Maddie coming home one day and telling me, "Do you know what I just found out?" So I'm like, "What now?" Pause the remote. Okay. Pause the remote. Coach Rod, he assigned Mia to be my friend, like it was homework. I'm like, what? And she's like, well, Mia apparently had to work hard to break through Maddie's shell. Mia would approach Maddie and like, hey, what are you doing? Maddie's like, just hitting. She worked hard to break in through Maddie's shell. But thank you, Mia, for sticking with it. That friendship meant more to her than you know. I also want to thank all her teachers. And just to name a few, I don't know if you hear, Mr. Science. Maddie tells me on her first day during roll call, he asked Maddie, are you the Madelynn Cantu? You made her day and the rest of the year, I guess. We got Mr. Medrano pushing her to go to MIT. Maddie comes home one day. She tells me she's thinking of going to MIT, and I just look at her and I just ask her, do you even know where MIT is at? And she just says, well, Mr. Madelynn says that's where all the smart people go. I'm like, Canada's over here, Maddie. We're down here. MIT's over here. And she's still thinking about it. So I just pull out my phone to see if they have a softball team. And I'm just glad she didn't go there. I'm like, then we have Josh Cantu, always asking Maddie to solve extra math problems just to gauge the rest of the class. So Maddie can't solve it, then no one can. I'm like, Gabby Guajardo, every single day when I pray, I thank you. Okay? I thank you because Maddie's doing her calculus reviews, and I look at them, and I'm like, I don't know what she's doing. But thank you. Thank you. And I'm math certified. I mean, I can teach calculus, by the way, but I don't know what she's doing. Thank you. Thank you, all teachers. Mr. Miners, I already told Coach Rod, if we win another one, you're getting a medal. He goes to every single game out there. And he's... When I'm out there all nervous, stressed out, he's on the other side. Same thing. He stresses out. I'm like, Mr. Miners, I know Maddie never had you, but I wish he had you. Thank you, teachers. I truly appreciate what you have done for her. Coach Montgomery from the Islanders. If you are listening, I'm just letting you know No one expected Weslaco to win. No one is expecting Islanders to win. So there's a pattern here, okay? Weslaco wasn't concerned about district championships. They were focused on the now and where it was leading them after. You put the right pieces together on this Islander team, and they will win for you. I know Maddie will. She hasn't told me yet, but I see it in her. She's not looking for conference championships either. She wants something bigger. That's all I have to say, Mr. Montgomery. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. And last, Maddie. I'm not going to cry. I'm telling you, I'm not going to cry. Where you're going next, they're not just getting a good athlete. They're getting someone with heart, someone who is going to succeed in not only athletics, but in academics. I watch you grow into a young woman who doesn't shy away from challenges. You run towards them. And because of that, I know you're ready for this. Yes, I'm proud of you. And if you ever decide not to play softball, I'm okay. Because I know me and Mom have raised you to be a great person, and you will always succeed in anything you put your heart into. I'm okay if you decide to decommit. You can tear that letter up. The house is going to be very quiet without you in it, just like it was very quiet when Derek went to UT. Maddie, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be 2 hours away, but I'm already missing you. I love you, and chalk us up, everyone.
I'm glad he didn't like to speak. That is awesome. Good job, Coach. All right, at this time, we're going to let Maddie speak. It's all yours.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I want to thank you all for being here. As most of you know, I don't like talking, so let's just see how this goes. As a little girl, I never imagined this. I have seen many softball signings, and I never thought I would have one of my own. Even talking in front of you, I still can't believe it, but it's really happening. First off, I want to thank all my teachers. You all have seen things in me that I have not seen in myself and always believed in what I could accomplish and the future that was ahead. You did not just care about me on a student level, you also cared about what I did outside of school. Each of you have taught me different things and pushed me to succeed. I want to thank all my past coaches. Each of you have helped build me into the player I am today and never gave up on me. I am a better player because you all taught me the basics of being a great athlete and always believed I could grow. To Coach Kevin and Coach Joe, thank you both for allowing me to be a part of the Heat organization. You have taught me everything you've learned and more, and have also exposed me to college coaches, allowing me to continue my career. If it weren't for you all pushing me, I don't know if I would be signing today. And to Sal, who made it clear he was never going to baby me. To Coach Rick, I know most of the time I stress you out and you get mad when I don't hit because I say batting is easy. But you have stuck by me these past couple of years and always believed I could be a great hitter. And up until last year, I didn't believe you. Every year you predicted how many home runs I could hit, and I thought there was no way, until I finally got the chance to prove you right. I want to thank you for making me the batter I am today because I have surprised myself with what I could do with the bat in my hands. To Coach David, you have helped me grow as a pitcher and took me to a different level of pitching that I didn't know I could reach. Going to you at first was easy because you fixed all the major problems I had, but as time went on, it got harder because you went into every little detail, no matter how small, but it was because you believed I could do something great. And all those times you got mad at me for doing the littlest things wrong, whether it was being too tense or pulling up, it has made a difference because you always know I can do better. To Dog and Fernie, you were a huge part of my success by always trying to make me faster and stronger. Both of you invested your time into our team and helped us grow. To Ale, I know you hate to see me because every time I go to you, there's something wrong. But thank you for all the times you have fixed me back up. I know it hasn't been easy. Most recently, our yoga classes, which after months of work has led me to touching my toes, something most of us never thought would be possible. Thank you to the Weslaco coaches for allowing me to play for you and always striving for improvement. You all have invested time into me and held me to a higher standard, which has made me a better player. Coach Morales, you're always taking out the seriousness in everything, but at the same time putting the seriousness in everything. Coach H, you have believed in me every step of my high school pitching career, and it is because of you and all the studying you put into it that I am successful. Coach Rod, at first I had no idea what you saw in me. Me and my dad would always say we were shooting for JV Light, not even imagining I would make varsity as a freshman. But you saw something in me that we didn't see. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to prove that I was worth being here. Because of you all, I am confident that I will be successful in what is ahead. To my teammates, most of the time, you all can be a lot for me. But the memories I have made with you all will stick with me forever. You have pushed me to compete and grow as a player and are the ones who are behind me when things get rocky. To my friends, I'm glad each one of you is in my life. You all have helped me in so many different ways and are always there for me when I need anything. Thank you for sticking by me, believing in me, supporting me, allowing me to be a part of your lives, and making lifelong memories. To my favorite brother and sibling, you haven't gone to much of my games, probably like 5 in my whole life, and you act like you don't care and you're not proud of me. But deep down, I know you're proud, even though you wouldn't ever tell me, because you are always bragging to your friends about me. I want to thank you for never letting me have anything easy, but for also spoiling me with all the gifts you give me, and for allowing me to be the only child these past years, because it means I get spoiled and I get all the attention. To my parents, I want to thank both of you all for the sacrifices you have made for me and all the things you have done. Mom, you haven't been a big part of my softball career, mostly because you don't like the sun because it's too hot. You go to my high school games because it's dark outside and fresher, but mostly you go because you like to go talk to everyone in the stands. Despite all that, you have been a big part of my life. You're the one that keeps me alive and supports me. You feed me and make sure that I have nice things. You are the person that I can go to for everything, and you will always listen. I love to hang out and spend my days with you. For the most part, me and you get along, except for the times at midnight or early in the morning when I can't find my jersey or shirt, and me and you are yelling at each other because it is not washed. But besides all that, I am grateful that me and you have a good relationship and that you will always be there for me. Dad, you have taught me some of the most important lessons that have helped me become the player I am today. When I was a little girl, this is not something you wanted to do and probably didn't see this being a part of the rest of your life. One day, when we were having a father-daughter day at Chili's, you tried to get me to quit by saying it was too hot, dirty, and naming a whole bunch of things that weren't very pleasant about the sport. And all my responses were that I didn't care. I wanted to do this. I think that's when you realized there was no way of getting out of this, and you just had to support me. Throughout the years we played, until one day you pushed me to go further. I chose to be a pitcher, and you were more than happy to help me, but you asked if I wanted to be average or great, and of course, I said great. Ever since then, you have kept me in check, and you pushed me to get better, and there were some days when I didn't want to do anything, but you reminded me of the commitment I had made. There were times when I would get rocked, and you would tell me not to worry about it and keep my head up and just keep pitching. That advice has come a long way, and I still use it today, which is why I never show any emotions on the mound. You were also the one that taught me to be confident in myself and to never be nervous, and I have no idea how you did that. When it comes to games, you are the most nervous person out there. Whether it was that time you stood in the outfield watching the reactions of the outfielders when we played Eagle Pass because you were too nervous to watch, or all those times in the car when you were nervous about who we were playing and I had to reassure you that we were going to win. But despite all that, you still managed to teach me the confidence I have today. I want to thank you for always supporting me, putting your time, effort, and money into me, getting mad at me when I needed it, and never allowing me to fail. I am grateful that you stuck by me after our countless arguments about who is right, because I don't know where I would be without you, and I know without your help, I wouldn't have come this far. You're the reason that I want to succeed because I always want to make you proud. I love both of you, and I'm not ready to leave either one of you. I know I'm just going to be 2.5 hours away, but it's going to feel like I'm forever away. I wish I could stay here with you, and I'm going to miss you all the time. But it's time to start my future and figure out what's next in my journey.
Great job. Great job. All right, let's make this thing official. If I can have everybody please over here. You're still committed? You still want to go? All right. All right, here we go. On the count of three, Maddie will make this official. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Dad, it's official. She's an Islander.